Hi everyone. So today I'm going to start another visual novel. This one's called Momoiro Closet and it's by Frontwing. And I originally wanted to take this off my list, given that there may be a lot of things I have to cut out or censor. But after playing through the introduction phase of this visual novel, I think I may be able to work it out somehow. And given that I'm one of the mid-level backers for this game on Kickstarter, I think it makes sense to try my best to make it work on this channel. So what we're dealing with here is how our main character, Reiji, I think that's his name, he's an average Joe, and he finds out a glaring secret for this girl, Alice. And even though she's this model perfect student, rich, perfect grades, student council president, she has one very embarrassing secret, and is that she likes this Frill Lace cartoon, just like her main character. And when she finds out, she freaks out, gets scared, tries everything to hide it, or make Reiji hide it, given that a high-class girl should be interested in stuff like this. So let's see how it goes from here. And just a note, I've taken out the BGMs for this visual novel, given that for some reason the Frontwing BGMs, they always come with copyright labels. And you've seen that with Corona Blossom, Yukikoi Mail, and Innocent Girl. So just go ahead and click start. So I'm going to start on a different frame than where start takes me, because I want to skip the first scene, the prologue, when Alice is in the bath thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow. So let's go ahead and click start, and I'm just going to do a little cut from here. Okay, so now I've just skipped past the bath scene with Alice. So let's see how it goes from here. So it's Sunday morning, the clock is about to strike 10. So this is Akihabara, the otaku mecha hobbyists of every striped flock here. And I, Hashima Reiji, am one of them. Okay, so first I should probably explain who these two beauties are. So on the left we have Magical Frill, and on the right, Magical Lace. And they're the main heroines in this Sunday morning anime called Oh So Sweet. Frill and Lace. Oh, okay, so the whole name of the show is Oh So Sweet, Frill and Lace. And I'll spare most of the details, but it's basically a magical girls show aimed at little kids. And certain big kids, I guess. Well, then again, there isn't really like a too old to watch age limit for anything. Well, I don't really know yet. It's just that if you watch something that's for little kids, you may get laughed at, like, well, you're still a kid, you haven't grown up yet. And I think that's the only problem. Well, how's this relevant, you ask? Well, okay, so he hears someone talking. So you only hear to grab stuff for resale. Well, there isn't a rule that you have to buy from scalpers, but it is kind of unfair that they snatch the entire shelf of goods just to resell them online, especially if they're limited. So you see what's going on, right? Yeah, so her paintings are on full display. So they go, well, the problem here is not her arguing with some of the other customers, it's her underwear showing. I'm currently in line at We Are Toys. And I'm pretty sure we know where that name comes from. Well, sadly, as of this year, RIP. So in front of me is a guy who looks to be a scalper and a girl who apparently seen through his little sheen. And they're currently engaged in a heated argument. But once again, the girl's panties are on full display. Well, anyways. So she must be a big fan of the franchise, and if she's here to buy the We Are Toys limited edition cloth and charger, change a replica. Well, she's lucky that I'm the only one who can see her wardrobe malfunction from this angle. Well, I think it's because he's right behind her. And I think he's trying his best to hide it from other people before they make it obvious, they tell everyone about it, and they make the situation worse. So at least our main character's trying to make this situation, trying to bring it down, not make it very bad. It must have happened when she left to go to the bathroom a moment ago. It's like, well, maybe she didn't look in the mirror carefully and she didn't dress up correctly. So the problem is that the back of her skirt is tucked into her panties. And it's not just that. Well, I didn't think they sold anime print in adult sizes. And she must be about the same age as me. And going by the design of her panties, there's no way that it's official merchandise. So apparently it's like, well, she must have custom crafted. She was a big fan and she was willing to go as far as making her own. Oh, I get it now. It's one of those iron-on patches they sell. Well, I'm pretty sure the patches, I think she probably just printed out on her own color printer herself, or like her own label printer, and she just used, and then she just ironed it on. It's like I don't think they will sell an official version of that stick-on. Well, these are the patches that they do feature characters from the anime, and you can iron them onto your clothes. And she must have used one of them, I guess. There's something kind of sexy about the contrast between her adult panties and the less than mature print design. Wait, what am I, a robot? The situation calls for something more than a calm analysis. It's not like she's deliberately flashing me while I shouldn't be staring. And I'm pretty sure when the makers made that official print sticker, they were expecting that people would be putting it on like their apparel, purses, wallets, or just your main t-shirt, or even like your hat. But I don't think anyone would expect that you would put it on a piece of underwear. But either way, Alice doesn't know what's going on and she's yelling at the scalper still. So this discussion of theirs isn't going anywhere. It's descended into a shouting match and it's starting to draw the attention of other customers. Well, I don't think the other customers would care. Wait a minute. Do you have any idea of what kind of mess you're in? I'm pretty sure that's a no, because she's busy yelling at the scalpers and doesn't know what's going on. And I'm pretty sure it's really rude, or it's pretty embarrassing. The main character has to point out to her that something else is wrong. And there you go. So our main character is trying his best to hide this from other people. Maybe headed for a real disaster the way things are going. Wait, what am I supposed to do? I'm grateful for this eyeful of underwear, but I really don't want to be drawn into whatever's coming next. As I begin to panic, I notice that the girl is starting to get flushed as well. And I think it's for something else. So it's like, how do you know? How do you know that I'm scalping? I may be just buying it for my friends, my family, my whatever person. Or I'm just like a... So Scalper is like, well, I may be buying it for someone else, so how can you tell that I am scalping? Or I may be just being like an agent for like a third-party seller, like I'm just helping someone buy the stuff. And Scalper B's like, well, it's not against the law, so what's the problem? If you have a dispute against it, maybe you can have the police, and I'm pretty sure they won't care because we're not breaking any laws. It's just unethical, but it's not unlawful. And that kind of shoots Alice down. So that shut her up. Well, they do look like the worst kind of customers, but there's no real proof of anything nefarious on their part. So like I said, we're not breaking any laws, so you shouldn't be accusing us like this. However, so judging by the girl's pure expression, she must be confident that she's in the right. Well, it is unethical to buy limited edition, buy the whole shelf, and then try to sell it on some place like eBay or Amazon for an insanely high price just to make extra money off of it. Because obviously, one, you didn't make the goods, and two, you're just ripping people off, basically. But anyways, I have to do something. So he tells them, oh, you know, I've already called the police, you know. And I wonder how the scalpers are going to respond to that. And I was like, huh? Oh, so you have? So what are they going to do about it? Nothing. Oh yeah, just a moment ago. Oh, you're just making stuff up. I'm sure that you didn't do it actually. You're just scaring us with that statement. Oh, look! They're coming! Looks like they're here. I pointed into the distance, and everyone turns to look that way. And here's my chance. Okay, so he distracts everyone. And with all the girls distracted, I gave her skirt a firm tug. There, that should fix it. It's like, oh, I call the police. And then while everyone's like, where? He uses this small window of opportunity to fix Alice's skirt. And I wonder if she realized that he gave her skirt a tug. But anyways, the scalper's like, wait. So, do you really call them? They're really coming? Wait. I'm out of here. Don't want to get in trouble. And what I do like about this part is like, even though it's like, oh, we didn't break any laws, we didn't do anything wrong, so you should be falsely accusing us. But then when it's like, I did call the police, they're coming, they get scared and they just run off. Because if you really think that you didn't do anything wrong or cause any trouble, you probably would have stood up to the police like, well, we didn't do anything wrong, and they basically just threatened us, they scared us. So you should go after them instead. And they would basically stand up and defend themselves. But instead, they just run off. So I think they do feel guilty themselves to a small extent. But I think it's better if Alice doesn't go after them, because, well, just leave them be. But they ran away, so how are we gonna tell the police about what just happened if they're not here? They may think that it was a I'll say a false call, basically like a false alarm. The police? You mean those guys? Wait, what do you mean? I point at the two men in dark blue uniforms walking slowly in our direction. They're just security guards. Yeah, they're always patrolling the area around now, so I figured they'd be on their way. So I wonder if the security guards, they are aware about something fishy going on, and I don't think they really care if people are here to scalp goods. Well, I never outright said that they were the police. And I'm pretty sure these scalpers, they got fooled so easily. But then again, if you do know that you're doing something wrong, you would get scared. You watch your every tracks, and one little thing like oh, I notified the police, that would have scared you to great lengths, and you pretty much drop your case and go back to safety. Though I did lie about calling the cops in the first place. Well, I'm pretty sure we know that by now. And at least it does make us happy that well, at least we scared the scalpers away. Oh, nothing, it's just I feel kind of embarrassed. The whole situation is like coming from a TV drama. That's true, and well, that's true. Hey, quit laughing. Well, I think it's okay to laugh. Seriously, what are you laughing at, little Miss Anime Panties? Well, I'm pretty sure now that he's fixed up Alice's skirt issue, I don't think he should be bringing it up. It's like, well, just forget about it. It was a minor mishap, minor wardrobe malfunction, so I got that fixed, so no need to make it worse. Just put it aside. No kidding, I watched as she wipes tears from the corner of her eyes. She really does sound relieved, though. Well, I guess she must have been pretty scared back there, even if she wasn't showing it. You're a brave girl, calling out those bad guys like that. That's true. It's like, well, I have to speak up because I know something is obviously wrong, and I can't see that happen. I can't let it get away. And at least she was able to stand for herself, even if the scalpers try to come up with all these reasons to argue back at her. It's like, well, I'm not breaking the law. How do you know that I'm scalping? Oh, that's Phil's catchphrase, isn't it? Oh, come on! We're both lined up to buy FNL merch. You can't hide your fandom here. It's like, well, everyone here is a fan of Frill and Lace, minus the scalpers, so of course we know if you bring up a reference from that show. Right? And given that you're a big fan of it, it's natural that you would come up with that phrase. So you said in today's agenda, or she said in today's episode, didn't she? And even though it's a regular catchphrase, it had way more impact than usual, I thought. Okay, so it's like, well, I can't stand scalpers. Haha, I get how you feel. And you don't need to be so formal with me. I like to ask her name and age, and I wonder if she'd mind. Oh, but I'm a fellow FNL fan after all. Fan? Oh, another fan, just like me! Wait, what's with the big deal? Did she misinterpret what I said? I'm just trying to be friendly by talking about things that we have in common, but now I feel a little bit guilty. I think he just made her all excited and thinking, well, that's a little too much. Well, to be honest, it's not like I'm a huge fan of the show. It just happened to catch this morning's episode because my little sister was watching it. So they go, well, maybe my sister is the fan, and I'm just helping her buy the merchandise. And now that I'm talking to an actual fan, it might scare because she may ask all these questions and all this stuff about, or like the details of FNL, and it may push me to limits. I might not be able to answer all those questions and be able to have a discussion about that with her. And but anyways, like, well, I have to thank you about what happened when you scared those scalpers away. Okay? Hey, come on now. No need to bow and scrape like that. Jeez. Okay. Does this girl have any clue where she is right now? Jesus. Okay. Right. So after awkwardly stammering that out, she falls silent and turns back to me. I'm a bit disappointed, I admit, but we're just both here to buy kids' toy at the end of the day. Well, she could buy in line as well. So what's gonna happen next? Well, it's kind of hard to ignore her now, though. And my eyes are unconsciously drawn to her long black hair and her lithe, shapely legs. And to think that beneath her skirt are those extraordinary anime print panties, custom made. I think that might have been my first real life panty shot. I'm gonna have some sweet dreams tonight. Oh? Well, anyways, her posture's flawless. She carries herself so gracefully. It's like she's from another dimension. And I never would have gotten to talk to her if it hadn't been for that instant. Well, it's just my imagination, or... So I think she turns around and wants to say something else to Reiji. Wait, has she been sneaking glances at me? I think I recognize that look. It's the same look my sister gives me when she's desperate to say something. In which case... so you have anything to ask? Or to say? So you're really into FNL, aren't you? So even though she likes FNL, she shows it, she's afraid to admit so. She seems a little at a complete loss for words. Well, initially at least, she then gives me a firm nod. So yes. Yeah, I like it. I love it. And smiling, that's the key to human interaction. And that's what Mom always told me, and she was obviously right. One smile for this girl, and I feel like I could talk for hours. And we end up chatting about FNL without pause until the store opens. Oh, so the store hasn't opened yet. They're just lining up, waiting for the doors to open. Kind of like that Black Friday sale. I don't want to go into that. Okay, so after that line, that talk, the yelling at scalpers, she did get one of the limited edition items from Frill Lace. Or Frill and Lace. I flopped down on my bed the second I arrived home, half an hour later, and I'm still tingling with excitement. The reason? My amazing new purchase, of course. And just seeing the words limited edition sticker on the package gets me all worked up. And I wonder how she's going to react when the company decides to re-release the limited edition item, but without the limited edition sticker. So it's pretty much the same thing, but just missing the limited edition labels. I wonder how she's going to react to that. So that may happen from time to time. Well, I almost got myself into serious trouble, but then that nice guy stopped in to help, and everything turned out fine. It had me pretty panicked for a moment, but I couldn't just stand by and let those awful people get their way. So I guess I just launched into the whole anime heroine act, mostly because I've been watching FNL earlier. It's kind of embarrassing. But I don't regret it, though I do admit I could have handled it better. That's true. Well, making it obvious for everyone isn't gonna make the situation any better. And plus, it was Reiji that solved the whole situation. He tricked the people that the police was coming. But besides, it led to a really pleasant encounter. I actually get to talk about FNL with someone my own age. At least I think he was. Okay, so Reiji does have some knowledge about FNL. Maybe from his sister. So it's like he's not like a complete white piece of paper to FNL. Even though it was a guy, I was only a little nervous, and only to begin with. And once we got talking, time just flew by. The store had opened before I even realized it. Well, I'm not really sure what to say about that. It's like I really talked to people about this, and having that kind of discussion really changed everything. Well, sure, I sometimes forget, or like I sometimes fangirl out on social media and stuff, but it's so different when you can see who you're talking to. That might sound like an exaggeration, but it really makes you feel alive. I'm not quite sure what it is. There's just so much he told me that I didn't know it at all. Or I didn't know at all. And nothing I blurted out in the course of our conversation was being recorded in a chat log or anything. So at least there's no record of it. It's like, well... But most of all, I met a fellow FNL fan in the flesh. What a buzz. It's like, well, talking with someone about it face to face is so much different than just talking about it online on discussion chat room. And one thing that I think that makes it more exciting is that you can see how people react face to face. Like, oh, if he's smiling, is he all shocked? Is he all upset, angry? All those emotions that you can't really see through those words on chat rooms and discussion forums. And I can't believe I wound up chatting away about my hobby in public like that. Well, everyone must have thought it was a total weirdo, or I was a total weirdo. But it really was a lot of fun. It's gotten me pretty worked up, in fact. Well, this buzz isn't going away. If anything, it sparked a deeper kind of excitement. So I wonder what else is bothering Alice, given that, well, I was excited, I got to meet a fan, I got to be in line, I got to buy that limited edition merchandise. I wonder what's she's still upset about. So I happen to be home alone right now. And I made sure the door was locked just in case. Oh, so I think if she's afraid of somebody in her family seeing what she just bought. But then again, I think it's better... But you would just naturally hide it in some place that your parents can't find. Because locking the door just makes it obvious, like, hey, open the door, I want to see what you're doing in there. It makes it more obvious than just hiding the merchandise somewhere, like under your bed or in the closet, or in your dresser. But to be turned on, and why? Because of FNL, because I got so excited just talking to someone. Okay. The moment those words slip out of my tongue, I've made my decision. In an attempt to salve my guilty conscience, I placed my purchase from this morning out of sight. Okay, so she does hide it somewhere where maybe her parents can't find it. Okay, so we're now at school, and I believe Reiji told the whole story about what happened at that place, so lining up for that limited edition merchandise to someone in class. Oh. Here. So it's recess, so break time. The girl who sits in front of me hands me a manga volume, and I pass her the next one. Her interest in my adventure seems limited, to say the least. Okay. Well, I'm glad you liked it, but you're the one who asked me what happened the other day. Can't you at least pretend to listen? So I wonder, it's like, if she does understand what's going on, or she literally just wants to have like a SparkNotes version of the manga from Reiji. So like basically Reiji telling her the whole summary, so she can just basically like skim through the manga and not have to read through all the details. But then again, that's kind of strange. Why so salty? I am listening. Well, I think she's pretending to listen. Oh. So I wonder how that adventure yesterday lining up has to do with the manga, or like what's going on with the manga, or the story in the manga. Damn it. That's not how it went at all. So I think Satsuki is mixing things up, and it's making it confusing. So this is Sakahogi Satsuki. She's a bit of a troublemaker. As you can probably tell, every class has one. So what's bad about her? So she often rolls into school late, and she always looks really sleepy in the morning. Maybe it's low blood pressure. I think she's kind of like Chiori from Strawberry Knots. She spends all night reading manga, watching anime, playing games, to the point where she has no energy to go to school. But then again, Chiori's a teacher, whereas Satsuki's just a student. And I don't think it's low blood pressure. So it's especially bad on Mondays. She usually skips first period altogether. Well, maybe it's like, well, I had a very exciting weekend. I got to do all this stuff, and the dread of going back to school. So today she arrived right at the end of our second period. She turned to me and said, and that was her entrance. So she's like, well, I'm here because I want you to give me the next volume. Well, I guess it's partly my fault. So I started regaling her with a breathless account of my weekend directly after passing her the manga she wanted.
アスマってこういうコスプレっぽいの好きなのか？ほら、お姫様とか魔法少女とかそういうのをいじめるやつ。
So I wonder what Satsuki's trying to say. Like, she's just throwing all these random words in. Wait, what? I don't remember there being any scenes like that.
むしろこの本そういうしかないんだけど。ほり。
And I think she may be reading the manga, or she's actually read through the manga versus Reiji, who hasn't read through anything. He just buys it for collection. Huh? So I crane my neck to take a look, and Sakahogi-san turns the book towards me, slipping off the dust jacket. So in a sense, I don't think he's actually read the manga. He just buys it, and it's all brand new, unopened, and she's actually the one that takes off the plastic covering. And she shows him a page that she's talking about. Wait, what?
アスマ、あんたまた間違ったね。
And I don't think it's good to actually point it out explicitly. It's like, hey, look at this page. Was this the reason why you bought this volume, or why you're interested in this series? Oh man.
けどよ、こういうこってりとした色漫画ってさ、朝から読むにはどぎつくて笑えるよな。
I think that applies to herself only. Come on, it's not that funny. I can't believe I messed up again.
前に漫画借りた時も色漫画混じってたよな。しかもコスプレ両辱もの。
Well, you know, they tend to get jumbled together with the normal ones when I switch out the dust jackets. Wait. So he gives the volume like some protection cover, and I'm not really sure how like you would get like the H manga would be mixed in with the regular manga just by switching out dust jackets. That's kind of strange, because it'll be obvious, it'll be thick and noticeable. Well, thanks to that incident, Sakahogi-san and I opened up to each other quite a bit, especially when it comes to dirty jokes. I'm not really sure if that was a good thing or not.
カバー変えたらちゃんと戻しとけよ。それともわざと私に読ませてる？
Hey, don't be dumb. Just give it back. Well, I'm still reading it. It's like, well, you open the can of worms, it's gonna be impossible to take it back to retract it. So maybe next time you should be careful about what you're giving to other people. Check to make sure that all the things that you want to give to people is what you want to give, and nothing strange, questionable, ridiculous is mixed in. Because if I do find it, it's over. Oh, well, I think I have to reread it tonight.
せやとさ、さっきの話だけど、子供向けのおもちゃを買いに行って可愛い子とお近づきになれたなんて話聞かされてもね。
Well, anyways, I'm putting all that content about the manga aside, so I want to hear more about what happened over the weekend.
脳内彼女って
I wonder if that's gonna make her jealous. A massive crush? I've only met her once. Wait, how much of a fantasist do you think I am? Like, oh.
最終的にはさっきの漫画みたいにコスプレさせて両辱プレイしたいとか思ってんだろう。
And I think she's getting the wrong interpretations. Like, oh, maybe, wait, there's no comparing 2D and 3D. And that's pretty much rude towards her. Maybe you should give it a rest.
まあ頑張んなよ。どうせフリーですってそのアニメの話に夢中で連絡先も交換してねえんだろうけどさ。
Hey, but if you met someone like her, you're interested in her, maybe you should try to get to know about her more. Maybe you can talk to her, contact her number. Well, that's naturally true. And they go, hey, How can you be so sure? And plus, you got it all mixed up. It's supposed to be F and L, not L and F. Hey, but it's important to get the name correctly. It's like L and F is drastically different than F and L. Well, I'm not nitpicking. It's title. You don't think that it's kind of important? There you go. And I don't know why Satsuki has to basically come about that. It's like, hey, don't be nosy, don't be picky. Just, it's a little mistake. That's all. Alright, if you're gonna be like that, then I won't let you any more manga. So how about that? If you want to complain about what I'm saying, then maybe I should not lend you manga at all. Oh no, I can't let that happen. I have to be like your manga, all those volumes. Oh, fine. So with the ghost of a smile on my lips, I reached my bag before realizing... Oh. I'm sorry, I think I left that at home since I switched out the covers. Big disappointment for Satsuki. Sakahoki-san, I have volume 16 if you want to read that, so maybe we can read the next volume first, and then you can come back to 15, so how's that? Nah, not gonna work, so I'll just give up and go home. Hey, why'd you even bother coming to school then? Because I want to read manga, I just want to get the next volume from you. Well, figures. It's like, well, I don't want to be spoiled about what happens. I want to read it sequentially, so if I can't get volume 15, then there's no point of continuing or going to 16. So I might as well just go home and wait until you give me 15. And it's like, you're such a forgetful person. You don't remember things, and that's why you didn't get her number. You didn't go into more deep, like basically get her contact information from her. You forgetful Fred. Well, I'm just not used to talking to girls, that's all. Well, things like, well, I'm okay talking to girls as like a classmate or a friend, but actually going into like asking her contact information and talking to her more personally, that's a little too much for me, and I'm not very good at that. It kind of makes me nervous. I think that's what he's trying to tell Satsuki, but Satsuki's misinterpreting his words. Oh yeah, sure, yeah, you're a girl, biologically at least. Or like, you're more like a tomboy. So, how about... Wait, what place is this? Hey, stop it! Sakahogi-san, couldn't pinch my nose. I'm sorry, I'm okay. I think it's more like you're too naive, you don't understand things very well. Okay, I crossed the line, I get it. Well, I think Satsuki's making it, or she was probing him to say all that. So, she does have some kind of fault. Hey, get rid of that creepy smirk. That's scaring people. Okay, that's really crossing the line. So there you go. So like, in a sense, Satsuki's making the situation worse. I think she was the one that started everything. She just kept asking all these questions and trying to get to learn more about the girl that he met over the weekend with that line. It's like, hey, why don't you go a little bit deeper with her if you find her interesting? So I tracked pitting looks from everyone in the classroom, better or worse, my cruel abuse at the hands of Sakahogi has become a familiar right to them.
明日は忘れんなよ。絶対だからね。それまでこれ預かっておくから。
Okay, so I'm gonna hold on to 16. That's gonna help remind you that you should be 15 and have it ready for me tomorrow. I get it. And just like into the hentai manga ishi, to want to take a hostage like that, well, I'm wise enough not to ask. I had been planning to reread it tonight, but I don't want her pinching my nose again. Well, then again, he's not obligated to have all the manga ready for her, because it's his manga and he has a right to refuse to give her any more volumes. Maybe it's, well, you should go buy yourself if you're that interested. You shouldn't be like looking at mine, borrowing from me all the time. Is it really that weird? So after eating my lunch in the cafeteria, I find myself at my reflection in the window, attempting to force a smile. Sakahogi-san said that my smile was weird, and it made me look like an old pervert. Well, I really didn't see it. It seems pretty normal to me. Well, I think Sakahogi or like Satsuki is just teasing him, or like she looks at him in a unnatural, unusual way. Alright, so what should I do now? The guy I was having lunch with ran off to the bathroom with a stomachache. Oh, so you see Satsuki in the hallways. Ah. Wait, so she has her school bag with her. Hey, are you really leaving? Just because I forgot the next volume of the manga? Well, I'm also tired as well, so... And that's why you're going home? Wait, where are you? A cat? So who is she? So someone else is trying to stop her from leaving. Wait, you're talking to me? I think the reason why Satsuki's trying to leave school is because I think when lunchtime came around, she was asked to go see the student council, and she was asked to go to report to the student council. It's like, great, they're gonna catch me. It's gonna be a not so good meeting, so I'm just gonna escape before they catch me. And it looks like when Satsuki was talking to Reiji, the student council was able to catch up to Satsuki. How long has this girl been chasing after her? She's completely out of breath. So I think maybe it's because she was trying to find Satsuki. She was looking in every corner of the school to make sure she does not walk past the school gates. And that's probably what caused her to get all tired. So I think she's the student council secretary, Mitake Yoriko-san. Though we're in the same year, she's in a different class, so we never really talked, but I often see her out and about on student council business. She's also pretty enough to stay on the crowd. She pops up in the conversation fairly regularly. Naturally, she doesn't know me, and she's not paying me the slightest bit of attention. So have you been trying to lose her the whole time? There you go. So it's like maybe you're trying to escape the school and go home because you're trying to like lose the student council. I'm pretty sure that was true. It's like she's just trying to find another way of saying this. Like I'm just power walking. Oh, I see. And I think Reiji knows that she's lying. Come on, just let us talk about this a little bit. Well, if that's the case, see you later.
ちょっと待ってくださいって。もう逃がしませんよ。
And I'm pretty sure Yoriko can't hold off any more longer. It's like I'm trying to stop you. So I think she may need reinforcements at this point. It's like don't leave. But Satsuki is able to break from her grip.
だから逃げちゃいな。てか引っ張んじゃ。うわ
So Yoriko is pulling on to Satsuki, and I wonder how long she's able to hold on still. So Mitake-san grabs Sakahoki-san's bag, and the contents spill all over the floor. Uh-oh. And we know what's in there.
すみません。つい今拾いますから。これ漫画？
Hey, you have manga in there? Manga? So Reiji's like, I think that's my volume.
もう校内にこんなものを持ち込んじゃダメなのに。これは生徒会で没収。
Hey, this is unhealthy material, it's not educational, so I have to take it away. It's banned. So Mitake-san bends over to pick up the book. When she grabs it, the jacket slips off, revealing its true contents. Uh-oh. And we know what's happening. I guess you saw it. Her face is bright red. Sakahoki-san calmly picks up the book and clears her throat.
没収するか？
So do you want it?
そんな不潔なもの近づけないでください。
So apparently the situation has gotten worse.
今時この程度で不潔って。ふりふり、そんなにエゴくないぞ、このシーンとか。
And I think Satsuki's found an opening to basically get away from Yoriko as they come. Oh! And she's using it to her advantage.
ちょっと何こんなところで広げてるんですか？やめて。ここまで嫌がるってことはどういうことに使われてるか分かってるってことだろう。
Oh wait. Isn't this a bracing site?
ちょっとあなた、坂州さんの友達でしょ？止めて。
Well, we're only classmates really, but come on, Sakahoki-san, I think she's had enough. So like, don't taunt her anymore. Don't scare her anymore. So I snatched the book from her hands. But I wonder if that's going to reveal to the student council that he was the actual person who owns the manga, and that's going to be on Reiji. Wait. Hey, I want it. Okay, I don't think Satsuki should be talking about what's happening. It's like, give it back to me. I want to read this part. Because the problem right here is like, she's bringing something that's not allowed. And the student council wants to confiscate it, and the student council knows what Satsuki and maybe Reiji's up to. And that's why I took it.
ありがとう。坂州さんの友達。
And now we see that things are starting to get worse for Reiji as well. Man, you really did a number on her, Sakahoki-san. Oh, I mean, Mitake-san. Her name isn't Sakahogi.
ああ、見つけた。こんなところにいたのね、二人とも。
And looks like someone else is here. And I wonder who this person is. My explanation is suddenly interrupted. Geez, who is it this time?
さあ、よかった。坂州さん、なんとか呼び止められたよ。呼び止められたんだけど。
Okay. So, another person's here, and I'm pretty sure we know who this person is. So go ahead and stop here. and I apologize that I stretched episode 1 much longer than expected. It's because I want all of you to see where our Frelay span with the wardrobe malfunction comes into play at school. So with regards to the book jacket issue between Satsuki and Reiji, I think it's that Satsuki wanted to read some manga from Reiji, but the manga is inappropriate as H scenes. In order for Reiji to sneak it into school without much trouble, he has to put it in a book jacket that looks innocuous. But as of what just happened with the student council, it looks like the secret is exposed, and I'm pretty sure Reiji's gonna get busted for it as well because it's his manga and he was the one who brought it to school. But obviously, we have another much bigger issue to deal with given what's happening right now. So we'll see how all that comes together in episode 2. So with that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.